Tyler, what did I tell you? Don't stop recording until I tell you to stop recording, you idiot. Oh, you're recording? My bad. Hey guys, so welcome back. What is up, squids? Welcome back to another video. If you watched my last video, you know I just got back from Georgia, and that is why I am wearing this hat. That's right, I bought a real Stetson in Georgia. I did actually buy it. If you saw my last video, I was trying it on in the hat store, and I think it looks pretty sharp. I'm not gonna keep it on for the whole video because I don't want to ruin it and get it dirty, but I figured I'd rock it for the intro at least. Anyway, guys, we got the MT09SP here. Hasn't been ridden in weeks. I finally got it back from the shop, got my key problem fixed, got my new ECU, and guess what? Sent it out to David VCycleNut for a tune. So we got a tuned ECU. The MT09's already stripped a bit, and we got the DNA Stage 2 filter kit right here. Look at that, DNA Stage 2 filter. That's going on the MT09, and I got something even more exciting than that. Finally, we are getting rid of the stock exhaust, and we have a custom Kelpi exhaust from Kelpi Moto. How sick is this exhaust? Look at this thing. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. The welds on it are amazing. We got the carbon tip. This is called the flanker. Then we have this mid pipe. Look at the welds on this thing. Incredible. So super big thank you to the guys over at Kelpi. They hooked it up on this exhaust. Really, really awesome people. Shout out to David VCycleNut hooking it up with the tune and the DNA filter. So this baby's ready to rip right after this. I mean, this thing is going to make great power. It's going to be a lot more fun to ride. That second gear lag is going to be gone. It's just going to run healthier, and it's going to be the bike that Yamaha should have made from the factory. So without further ado, let's tear into this bike, start getting that filter and ECU on, and then we'll get into the exhaust. So I'll give you guys a closer look at the torn down MT09. This is the factory airbox. The ECU slides right up into here and then clips in with these different wire looms right here. So basically what we're gonna be doing is removing this airbox lid and replacing it with the DNA filter. And the DNA filter has that little metal bracket, which will fit the ECU. Now this isn't gonna be a step-by-step video on every single thing to do, but I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. So I'll get the filter on the bike, and then I'll explain to you guys kind of the process behind it. But basically before that, I had to strip the bike to send the ECU out. So you got the tank here, you got some plastic pieces over there, and just some hoses lying around. It's pretty easy. If you guys wanna break down step-by-step, be sure to check out David VCycleNut's video and his YouTube channel. He has lots of great videos explaining everything. So I know that I said this wasn't gonna be a step-by-step tutorial, but I think this is something important to show you. If you don't read the directions with the DNA filter, it does tell you to take this little screw that they include and put it in this hole. Now, what is this hole? It's the drain if water gets into your air box. The reason they tell you to put that there is because before the filter went like this. So it would still filter out any dirty air that comes through that hole. Now the filter covers the top and the air comes down like this. So as long as the water doesn't go through the filter into here, we should be fine. And usually the filters are oiled, so I don't think water's gonna really get in here, so we shouldn't have that issue. But we don't want dirty air coming through this little hole into our intake, because again, the filter is now on top rather than here where it would, you know, the air would still be filtered through it. So they include that little screw. They recommend you screw it in from the bottom. I would recommend that too, because you don't want to suck that screw into your engine. Worst case, if that screw comes out, it's just going to fall straight out onto the ground. You screw it in from the top, you're not going to have a good time if that sucks into your motor. So just take the little extra time, put that screw in there. You just have to take off these clamps and like 3 screws. It's not that tough. Quick little update, we got the DNA filter on, got the screw underneath like I just showed you guys, and we put the temperature sensor right here on the little prongs that it comes with. Then we just got to take the ECU, and it actually just zip ties to this, which might seem like, oh, what, they couldn't do a better job than zip ties. Zip ties actually work really good. So, you know, and they're actually used in a lot of racing scenarios, believe it or not. So we're gonna zip tie the ECU right here, plug her in, and then get the tank back on. All right, so we are making some progress. The ECU is now mounted with the zip ties. You have David's beautiful signature there. I had to write Hubz on it. He always puts a date and he numbers every ECU he tunes. So if you have a bike that you bought secondhand, chances are he might have tuned it, you can see with his signature. So it actually, it looks so pretty like this. Like, I don't want to cover it up. Like, it's kind of a shame that nobody's going to see this airbox and the ECU like this except me and, well, I guess all of you guys that watched the video. But you can't see it once it's covered by the gas tank. So got to put the tank back on and start getting this bike back together. I really hope I remember where all of these screws go, because I did this before my Georgia. This has got to be like, I probably just assembled it at least 3 weeks ago. So, but we'll figure it out. All right, so the tank is back on. Everything should be connected. Battery is reconnected. I got the key here, and we're just gonna test, make sure the bike starts and runs, and then we will put the exhaust on. We're not gonna ride it like this because it is tuned with the stock exhaust now, but we are just gonna start it just to make sure everything works. So there you go, startup screen. Everything looks healthy. There you go. No fuel leaks, everything looks healthy. I think we did a good job. And wow, that is so quiet. This thing is gonna be so loud in a little while. I can't wait. So we're gonna start tearing apart the stock exhaust, get that off of here, and put the Kelpi on. Okay, so the stock exhaust is off the bike. This ugly giant bread box. Couldn't wait to get rid of that exhaust. There's like, not even an exhaust tip on this exhaust. It's just like on the very bottom. Like, what is that? It's so ugly. So really glad. It's also super heavy. So glad to save some weight. Here are the exhaust gaskets. You want to make sure to save those and make sure they're not too damaged after coming off. And then you can see we had to loosen up the radiator and you know, no more exhaust there. So we're gonna start putting the Kelpi exhaust together and putting it on the bike next. First up, we gotta put the header pipe on, and with the Kelpi exhaust, it's multiple parts. So you got 3 individual header tubes that go into this collector, and look at those absolutely beautiful welds. The craftsmanship is insane. They make this super easy because they number all of them. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and you just have to match up the parts and then basically put the springs on. So I'll put the springs on next and show you what it looks like. All right guys, so the bike is done. We have the full install of the Kelpi flanker exhaust. We have the DNA Stage 2 air filter intake system, and then we have the tune by David VCycleNut. The bike is finally flashed. It's finally right where we want it to be. Making good power, running healthy. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of the exhaust, what everything looks like installed, and then we're gonna get to the best part, the cold start. I know, you guys have been waiting the whole video for that cold start, so we'll get right to it. Look at those absolutely beautiful welds and bends in this exhaust. This thing is a work of art. They did a fantastic job. Look at that, the carbon tip. I love that great exhaust right there, like the grate on there. I love that design. That like MotoGP race design just looks absolutely amazing. And honestly, I don't even mind that there's a cat on this bike. You're gonna see in a second, it's still pretty loud. And it just looks so, so good. Like, that just completes the bike. Look how much better that looks. Wow. Obviously, I can't show you the intake anymore because it's under there and so is the ECU, but I guarantee this bike's gonna rip. The moment you guys have all been waiting for, the cold start. Let's see how she sounds. up for a minute and then I'll give you guys some revs. But that thing just sounds so good. Oh, I love it. All right, she's warm. Yeah, damn. That thing sounds good. Woo. Get one more. Yo, it's so loud. That honestly hurts my ears. That is so loud. Oh my God, I'm gonna need earplugs. But it sounds sick. I'm so happy. And the crazy thing is, it has a cat. Like, how is it that loud with a cat? High flow cat, but still there is a cat. That's awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the exhaust? Would you buy this exhaust for your MT09? I highly suggest it. Very, very great quality. Great group of guys. They're super helpful with any questions I had. And if you need a tune, check out David VCycleNut. He is one of the best MT09 tuners, if not the best CP3 tuner. So definitely check him out and get the stage 2 DNA intake too, because you're gonna make great power. I can't wait to take some riding clips for you guys and show you how this bike really performs on the street. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.